Good evening. I have 6:30, so I'll call to order this meeting of the Columbus Common Council, regular meeting for Tuesday, March 6, 2018. When you're ready, could you please take the roll?
Hendrickson?
Here.
Kenny?
Here.
Malat?
Here.
Reed? Here. Rule?
Here.
Tome?
Here.
Traxler?
Here.
All present, you have a quorum.
Thank you. If able, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This meeting has been noticed appropriately according to state statutes and local ordinances. Next item then is to approve the agenda. Unless there's any alterations or deletions, I'll take a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the agenda. Any discussion on that? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Agenda's approved. On to correspondence and communications. We had one person signed up tonight, and that's Tyler Walker. Tyler, if you could approach the podium. Just state your name and address, please.
Tyler Walker, 221 Sunset Road, Columbus. I'm just here in the capacity of Cercis Brewing Company. I wanted to thank a lot of the members of the CDA and some of the members of the council that were able to tour our building last week. You have before you, I believe, in the COW closed door session in regards to funding that we were looking for. Really, as we wrap this thing up for the most part, I think what a lot of the people that walked in and saw the building noticed is that it really is, to take an empty building and kind of turn it into what we're turning it into took a lot of hard work. A lot more time than we anticipated. Trust me, I get asked when we're opening pretty much 4 or 5 times a day. But we're getting very close. And I wanted to be here if you guys had any other questions, anything that you wanted to ask one of the owners, I'm here. But we're really looking forward to opening this. Every day, my 3 co-owners aren't from Columbus, and every day they come in, they're like, this is such a great community to be here. They're so excited to be in this community and to see what we can actually build here. I think it's going to be a destination. I think we'll grow quickly, and I think we'll go quickly to expansion, and we don't want to be the next brew pub. We want to be the next Octopi, the next Ale Asylum, the next big thing. And I trust we're going to get there. So just wanted to thank you guys. And if you guys had any questions, I'd be here happy to answer any. But if it's opening, we're probably 5 or 6 weeks. But maybe they could shut off the recorder before they note that. But, no, probably 5 or 6 weeks. And our beer will actually be brewing as of Thursday, not at the location, but at a couple of offsites, because we need to brew a lot of beer. We're going to be about 4 times the size of what the old brew pub was here in town, and we know we have to brew a lot of beer. If you saw the size of the building, it's going to cater to a lot of people, and so we'll be brewing about 4 times that capacity, and so we're brewing some offsite, and then it's our recipes. Everything is ours. We'll be there to oversee it, and then we'll be starting brewing relatively quickly. Probably within 7 to 10 days, you'll see the machines running over there. So just wanted to let you know that.
Great.
Thanks.
Thanks, Tyler. All right, moving on then to the consent agenda. We have 4 items tonight. We have council minutes from February 6, 2018. We have the council minutes from February 20th. We have the Cable Commission from January 15th and the rec minutes from September 12th, 2017. If you don't mind, if we could separate the council minutes from the 20th and do that separately. I think we're going to have to amend those minutes. Kim had pointed something out today. Unless there's anything else, to take a motion to approve the consent agenda, and then we'll deal with number 2 separately.
Point of clarification,
Yes.
Mayor. Did everybody else have number 3, the Cable Commission minutes in their packet? Am I the only lost sheep in the bunch?
No, it's missing.
Not in there.
Okay.
Okay, so then we will strike number 3.
Strike number 3. And then I also had a change committee of the whole for the minutes for February 6th. I think there's two of them listed in here for committee of the whole for February 20th.
Okay.
So we need to change the date on the 6th committee of the whole meeting minutes.
Did you want to suggest a change on that?
So a motion to approve of the consent agenda with the change from February 20th to February 6th on the committee of the whole for the appropriate meeting minutes. Separating the meeting minutes for the 20th into Part A and Part B, and then deletion of Cable Commission from January 15th of 2018.
So what you're trying to point out, Matt, from my understanding, is that we have committee of the whole minutes and council minutes?
The regular meeting minutes for February 6th are here, and then the meeting minutes for the 6th, I believe, are incorrectly listed as February 20th Committee of the Whole, because we have two Committee of the Whole meeting minutes, and looking at my previous stack of paperwork from our last meeting, one of them matches up with the 20th meeting minutes, and then one should be listed as the 6th, but it's listed as the 20th. So we have two 20th meeting minutes for the cow, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And then minus the Cable Commission, like lay it all out into one big pile.
All right, let's just do these separately instead of as a
Might be
consent
easier,
agenda.
yeah.
I think that makes
Yeah,
makes
because
more
the-
sense.
the committee of the whole
Megan,
notes are
motion
duplicate.
withdrawn.
Okay. So, could I get a motion to approve the city council minutes from February 6th?
Second.
Motion and a second to approve the minutes from February 6th. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Those minutes are approved. Then we have the council minutes from February 20th with a correction that was suggested by Kim Manley on the regular meeting. Item number 5. Kim would like to have a date inserted into those minutes. She has to send notification to the town of Elba as well as the village of Fall River, and we need an effective date for that change. And she would like that reflected in the minutes as being March.
The rates would go in effect April 1st.
Okay. So the new minutes would read, motion by Kenny, second by Traxler, to approve the recommendation from Baker Tilly on sewer rate adjustments effective March 31st. Unless there's anything else, I'll take a motion to approve those minutes with the
So moved.
correction. Okay.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the council minutes then from February 20th. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. And then on to recreation minutes from September 12th, 2017.
Make a motion to approve the Recreation Department September 12, 2017 minutes.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve the recreation minutes. Any questions on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Minutes are approved. Thank you. No unfinished business this evening, so on to new business. Number 1, consider and take action on a city athletic field use agreement with the Columbus Baseball Organization, CBO. I believe this was reviewed at the last committee of the whole meeting, which I was not present at, but I don't think was there one edit that was mentioned, a word?
There was one minor addition, which is number 7, which calls the contract's attention to any exhibits that might be attached, explaining further responsibilities of either party. And that's been added to both, so.
Okay. Any other questions on this? If none, I'll entertain a motion to approve the field use agreement with CBO.
Motion to approve the field use agreement with the Columbus Baseball Organization.
Second.
Motion and second. Any discussion on that? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. Number 2 then, consider and take action on a city athletic field use agreement with the Columbus Softball Association, CSA. Any questions on this one? If none, I'll take a motion to approve that.
Motion to approve the field use agreement with the Columbus Softball Association.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve the agreement. Any discussion on that? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? Motion passes. Number 3 then, ordinance change for poll workers scheduling on election day. I believe this was discussed at the committee of the whole. Seemed pretty straightforward. It's going to give you more flexibility as far as splitting up shifts for the election workers. Okay. If this is an ordinance change, then we would need a motion to suspend the rules and waive the reading, if the will is to pass the ordinance this evening.
Motion to suspend the rules and waive the reading.
Second.
Motion and a second to suspend the rules. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Need a separate motion to waive the reading?
Motion to waive the reading.
Second.
Motion and a second to waive the reading. Any discussion on that? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay, and then third, we can entertain a motion to adopt the ordinance.
Make a motion to adopt the ordinance for the poll worker scheduling?
Second.
Have a motion and a second to approve the ordinance change. Any discussion on that? All right, we better take a roll call on that.
Kenny?
Aye.
Reed?
Aye.
Rule?
Aye.
Traxler?
Aye.
Malat?
Aye.
Hendrickson? Aye. Motion passes.
Thank you. On to number 4, consider and take action on a lease with G.D. Roberts for use of property at 1149 West James Street. This was discussed again at the last committee of the whole meeting. There is some new information in our memo concerning the roof repair estimates, $6,200, and it looks like that there is hoping to get a second cost estimate to reduce that cost if possible. That the final square footage has yet to be determined for the lease. And also that if this lease does get approved, that we would need to remove the items that are currently being stored at that property. So, Trina, did you have a question?
Oh, I was just going to inquire, what type of range of square footage are they considering at this point?
I don't have that number. I don't know if Kim has any knowledge of that. Okay. Okay.
All that I can say with certainty is that they're planning to take the whole building, less the area for that the fire department is gonna store a truck and a UTV and some sandbags. That's all I can tell you right now.
Okay. And then my other question, under number 7 for insurance, is their entire insurance policy just $500,000? Seems a little low.
Yeah, the $500,000 is what is the minimum that they are required to maintain, and it's liability insurance only. The structure is still gonna be insured by the city.
And Attorney Johnson, you have seen the red line version, and you're fine with any changes that have been made?
Right, there are a few minor modifications to the lease that was presented at the last meeting, and there was no changes proposed by the tenant that were, that I thought were unreasonable.
Okay. Matt?
Just to clarify on Trina's question, per the information we had in our last meeting, Roberts is looking to do about 20 to 25,000 square feet, with the city retaining about 5,000 square feet of the showroom. And that $150 a square was what we talked about before too. I'm assuming that probably hasn't changed since our last conversations with them.
Any further questions on this? If none, I'll entertain any motions from the council. Oh, sorry, Matt, go ahead.
I know last time we talked about this, I think one thing I brought up was the question, kind of the late charge fee. I think it was $1 before, now it's $5 a day. I guess the kind of the spirit of my question was, if things go sideways, would that be enough of a bite to kind of drive things? I feel $1 to $5 a day is kind of.
It was $5 originally as well.
It was? Okay.
Yeah.
I guess, would we want to put it in there just in case? I highly doubt that things would happen like that, but better to have it in there now and not need it than be lost in the woods without fire starter.
That is a modification at the wish of the council.
I'm comfortable with that piece of the contract as it's being presented currently, given the longstanding history of GD Roberts in our community, so.
Matt?
I guess everybody else kind of feel that way too? Good, okay.
Trina?
Yeah, I think I'm fine with the $5 per day late fee and with the low rate of the $1.50, which seems about half of what would normally be expected, only because this is a 2-year contract. The timing is perfect for the city and perfect for the company, and I really don't see a better opportunity for either coming up, so I'm feeling pretty comfortable.
Thank you. Go ahead, Andy.
Sure. My understanding is he was considering paying the lease in full ahead of time. Do you know if that's changed? Because that would make this late fee a moot point anyway.
The conversation at the last committee of the whole meeting was the possibility that the tenant would pay in advance enough to cover the roof repair. Not the whole thing, but pay enough months in advance so that the roof can be fixed without the city having to dive into its other funds.
Reagan? Oh, no. I guess the agenda item tonight is to take action on the lease. I would ask that the roof issue comes back to the council, the next committee of the whole, for an update. I was able to look over that estimate. $6,200 is not $1 million, but on a roof that may only be there for a couple of years, it's not a lot of work that needs to be done, and I would hope that we could find a better price on that, given the conditions that we're facing. So hopefully we would get another estimate back from another contractor within the next few weeks before this lease is activated. Just ask that we follow up on that, and we concentrate on the lease agreement tonight and deal with the roof issue as a separate item. Any other questions? If none, I'll entertain any motions from the council then.
I'll make a motion to approve the lease with GD Roberts for the use of the property, 1149 West James Street.
Second.
A motion and a second on the floor to approve the lease with GD Roberts. Any questions on the motion? Okay, let's take a roll call on that, please.
Reed?
Aye.
Rule?
Aye.
Traxler?
Aye.
Malat?
Aye.
Hendrickson?
Aye.
Kenny?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Number 5, consider and take action on applications for operator license for Mark T. Allen. Were there any additional besides that? None? Unless there's any questions, I'll take a motion to approve that operator license.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve operator's license for Mark T. Allen. Any questions on the motion? If none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? License has been approved. Thank you. Next is consider and take action on claims in the amount of $894,716.69. Unless there's any questions on the claims, I'll entertain a motion to approve the claims packet.
Motion to approve the claims packet.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the city claims in the amount of $894,716.69. Any discussion on that? Please take a roll call on that.
Rule?
Aye.
Traxler?
Aye.
Malat?
Aye.
Hendrickson?
Aye.
Kenny?
Aye.
Reed?
Aye.
The motion passes.
Thank you. Number 7, then, report of city officers. In Patrick's absence tonight, I asked him if there was anything he wanted me to kind of convey, and he did send me a couple of notes. One being concerning the DOT project that will be addressing the underpass and on and off ramps at the 16 and 151 area is set to begin, and I believe we may have been expecting some mobilization there this week, but that has not yet occurred. Maybe due to the weather, but that we should be looking for some activity out there very soon within the next week or two. Also a reminder that the 2018 Columbus Area Agribusiness Dinner is set for next Tuesday, March 13th at Kestrel Ridge. Begins at 7 p.m. If anybody's interested in attending that, I know that the local agribusinesses are selling tickets for that. And wanted to mention the City Recycling Center will be opening for the season March 24th, which is hard to imagine because it's snowing outside right now. But spring will be here sooner or later. And then this Saturday, the City Rec Department's hosting its annual Daddy-Daughter Dance, 6 to 8:30 at the Pavilion this Saturday. I believe you can still sign up for that until the end of tomorrow if anyone's interested. That's all I had. Kim, did you have anything you wanted to add? Anyone up here? If none, I'll take a motion to adjourn then.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We'll stand adjourned for about 5 or 10 minutes and return with the committee of the whole meeting. Thank you.